Okay, this is my choice for number 3. Number 3 is Fantastic Four, both 1 and 2. The reason why is because of one of them is because of Johnny and Ben when they're fighting, and I like it in the first movie where the scene of Ben, he's sleeping, and Johnny puts shaving cream or whipped cream in his hand, and he tries to get him with a feather, and it doesn't work. So then, like, there's a couple scenes with the other two, and then it goes back to them, and he has the end of a broom, and so he touches his cheek with it, like, very lightly, and, like, slaps it a little bit, and then he, like, hits himself, and if you ever seen it, Johnny's like, yes, yes, type movements, and then he runs out, and then, like, Ben wakes up, and he's like, Johnny! He's like,
do you have to explain the whole scene?
Yes! No, shut up!
Ow.
Yes.
Yay, pain.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that was like my favorite part, and I also liked it when Ben, he finally got a girlfriend. Like, even though she was blind, she liked him for who he was. And
not for what he looked like.
Yeah, I thought when I first saw it, I thought Debbie would accept him. It's like, come on, Debbie, and she's like, ah!
And it annoyed me that she took the ring off. She saw him, she took the ring off, she put it on the ground and ran away.
I know, she's like walking away, and then he goes over there and tries to pick it up, but of course his fingers are too big, and then Reed picks it up for him and says, I'll try anything to do this. And so yeah, and one of like the sad parts is when Ben like sort of quit, and then Johnny sort of quit, and then it was kind of sly of what Victor did. He made Ben normal, and then he like smacked him into the freaking table. It's like, oh my lord! Help Ben! Someone help him! I think he's in a concussion. And so then like they held him. I think it was jacked up when he put that I think it was like Hydro something when you see it, and he was like frozen. So like it looked really painful when he got his finger and he bended it all the way to his hand. And you could actually hear the crunch. You'd be like crunch, and he's like. Argh! And so yeah, it was really funny when at the end where Reed's like, I found this broken gasket in space, and it's like, come on, Reed, we're at a party, and it's like, yeah, but I want to tell you something. It's like, what is it? He gets down on his knees, like a romantic thing, and he says, it's like, Sue Storm, will you marry me? And then everyone's like watching, including Ben and Johnny, and I like their conversation where they're like, oh, they're kissing, and Ben's like, don't you better not make any jokes about me anymore. And he's like, okay, and he's like, okay, everybody, okay, Wardlow, come with me. And he's like, Ben's like, Johnny, like goes after him, and then Johnny's like, flame off, and it's like, show off. It was funny. One of the awkward moments in number 1 is where Sue had to take off her clothes. And it was like really nasty when she was like partially naked. Because she had like undergarments.
Okay, can we stop this rant about one stinking movie?
Yes.
Thank you.
You little thief.
Okay, that's her
thingy.
Yeah, decision for number 3. Yep. Bye!
What? Okay, this is my choice for number 2. It is Hellboy. I like both of them. Okay, the reason why I like Hellboy is because it's funny. I like it when Hellboy like curses at like the perfect time. And then Abe Sapien, like I liked him when he was in there. And that one person in the first movie, like he's like what's in here? And then not Hellboy, Abe Sapien comes to the thing and he's like ah, don't it. And then Abe is like, can you please turn the page? It's kind of creepy where he's like, can you please turn the page? It's a creepy moment. To turn, walk away. And the sad part is when Hellboy Fathers dies. And if you look at the background, like have you seen in the background where Manning's like pissed off? And like Hellboy's like hugging his father. He like pissed off the Hellboy's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, so yeah, that's kind of like suckish right there. So that's why I feel sympathetic for Hellboy. So yeah, and I like it in the second movie when at the very end, how they did it is where Hellboy's like saying, oh, we'll get this cottage and we'll be in the great outdoors and stuff for the child or baby, whatever he says, and he walks forward, and then Selma or Liz says 2. and she puts up her fingers and he does too. And Hellboy's like shocked. There's like freeze moment. It's like 1970s freeze moment. So it's kind of like. And if you look at the expression of Hellboy's face, it's like, what the heck did you just say? And it's like, and so it's like, I feel so sorry for you, Hellboy. I wonder how your children are going to turn out. Pat them on the back. I hope you're okay with this. So that's why I chose Hellboy 1 and 2 for number 2. Yeah. Okay, my first favorite TV show and movie is Hannah Montana.
Not.
The reason why is because the series is jacked up, but my favorite episode is cheese jerking and how they do it. So yeah, that's all. Okay, for the real number 1 of my top 10 favorite shows or movies is Ouran Host Club. Go Ouran! The reason why is because they're funny and they're kind of weird. I like my favorite person out of the entire thing.
That you're in love with.
Shut up. I will not be talking. You love Hikaru, okay? You're not Hikaru. Okay. My favorite person is Mori Senpai. The reason why is because he is number 1 quiet, and like if you ever see him in the background, he does funny faces and he does stupid things. And I always like it when Honey's with them. And my favorite episode out of the entire thing is episode 22 when Mori gets an apprentice. And it's so jacked up. It's so jacked up when the redheaded guy, I don't know how to say his name, he comes in there and he starts like calling Mori ugly and stuff. And then Mori's face is getting wider and wider and he's like, ah! And like Tamaki says stupid stuff about him using Mori to get popular, and Honey's like Takashi. He like makes a normal face. He's like, what? He's like, are you using me? And he's like, no. And he says more stuff, and he says, no, you have to have a cute object, and you can't use Honey right now because Mori's using him for rent. And he's like, is that true, Mori? He drops his jaw to the table, and he shakes a lot more, like going, no. So it's like, you jackass. And I wrote a comment on there saying, I'm going in the show, hit the guy on the back of the head, and it's like, why are you being mean to Mori?
And Honey. Don't forget Honey.
I put Mori in there. I'll fudge you too. So yeah, so that's why he's my favorite character, and Honey's my second favorite character, and
She hates the twins.
I like the twins, it's just sometimes they're jacked up.
And she does not know how to pronounce their names properly.
Excuse me, do I look like I am Japanese?
I can say Kyoya correctly.
Kyoya, whatever.
You say... What do you say? I don't even know how to say it how you say it.
Kyoya.
You don't say Kyoya.
Yeah. That's
You say Kyo. You say Ya or Kya or whatever. Something like that. Stupid people who can't pronounce words correctly.
Excuse me.
And you can't even spell them correctly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not know how their names are spelled. Am I supposed to like look at their personal profiles?
Yes.
Oh, now we understand.
The only person you'd look at is Mori.
Because Mori's awesome. Okay? Now shut up.
Wow, that was her top 10.
And my other favorite episode is the last episode.
Oh, you like that last episode?
I like the last episode because like when Honey and Mori were like fighting, like I think they punched Honey or something, and he landed, and he's like Takashi runs, like make sure to pull your punches. And then Mori like has both guys, and he's like, I know, and he like does like a tornado, and he flings them across.
Well, people, that was her top 10 favorite shows and movies. We hope you enjoyed.
Yay!
She does not know how to talk. When she's on cue, she's just like random. Get used to it.
Yes, get used to my randomness. I will do this probably every other week or something when I visit my friend.
Once a week or so.
Yeah.
Because her computer sucks.
Yeah, I think the firewall will not allow me to upload my videos that I have. I have 2 parts of fanfic.
Of an Ouran fanfic. She's still writing it, and I'm working on mine right now.
So yeah, so I gotta like talk to my mom and try to freaking make my computer do stupid stuff and work. So yeah, so I was trying to do that. So yeah, so that is my top 10 favorite movies slash television shows slash
Slows. What the heck is slows?
I'm said shows, woman. Top 10 shows, movies, and animes. Okay, that is all. Goodbye. Peace.
Konnichiwa.